And we're back. Okay, so I think the last couple of streams, because if you're watching this on YouTube, this is all streamed live on Twitch. Now, I think we do need to make a little bit more progress and actually start to like spank through a bit of this, in all honesty. I'm really not settled on Gale and Lae'zel. Problem is, I wanted to keep them together for them when we do Lae'zel's quest. But I'm just not very good at saying that. Lae'zel is quality. I believe we used all our money last time out to actually get Gale some more spells. Which does actually obviously cost a few penny, but does mean he's got a lot more available to him. Now, is there anything that we want to swap out as we're watching? The problem is the answer is yes. It's just a lot of level 2. But I think this is probably the best. Like, you could make an argument for Gust of Wind out and web him for a little bit more damage, or not damage, like even like Gust pushes back. Why would I not just do Thunder Wave? Constitution save, Strength save. I might have to keep an eye on that. Because I suppose most like, it just depends what enemies we're coming up to, if they have high concentration or high strength, I guess.
Is that blood?
Other than that, I'm fairly happy. Spell-wise, what are we looking at? Okay, just 1 or 2 missing. So we're actually called to keep continuing. Actually, we're going to start off with a terrifying fight. Or a fight that can be terrifying. Do I have a potion? And I was just thinking, this Sussa greatsword that we got last time out, if that has the same effect as a dagger, the dagger's the way to go, because you could offhand wield it and then still have your main hand like damage. Like, or I was thinking of seeing if we could put it in Will if we do his Warlock binder weapon, even if you're not proficient to it, because he doesn't really hit with his weapon. If his weapon has silence, he can blink and smash something. Like, there's some interesting shenanigans that we could possibly do there. And then we did get our ring of your weapon attacks also do 2 acid damage, which is obviously bang-a-langin'. We are gonna fight
Never wanted the easy path.
the Beholder. I don't think it's called a Beholder. I can't think what it's called. But it's a Beholder. A little bit nervous. We've got all our buffs up. So I am going to play this calm, cautious, but decisive. Alright, so we need to jump down here. Can we only jump and actually... 3rd level 1. Oh, I thought it was going to be the same as Enhanced, where I could like 10 turns. If I'm quick, I can do this on everyone before we jump. Actually, I don't actually have to be that quick. This is why I like having all these ritual spells, because I don't really want to... Oh no, it's Featherfall I want, isn't it? I prefer not to take the damage. Do we have Featherfall? Question mark? No. Gale surely does though, right? No. Does no one have Featherfall? Okay, so we're going to have to actually just take the damage, sadly. Which I don't really want, but then we'll have to just short rest. Oh, as if there was a place to climb down. As if, just ignore that. That never happened, okay? That never happened. Petrified Drow. Part of me wants to unpetrify it. to see what happens. Just petrified. I hope we don't... 'Cause can I use... If this wastes it. Because can I throw the oil on him? And then hope we don't get petrified. Oh no, just trigger. Oh god. This isn't good. This is fine. Everything's fine. We're surprised, so it gets 2 turns of attacks on us. Okay. Level 5. We're in a very bad spot for this, though. Oh, he's our ally! Ah, interesting. So, we've got 2 dice rolls with Gale. Either of them aren't great, so I'm going to do not react. But he is going to help us. Interesting. I'm glad that was not on us. Oh, okay. Oh, we're in so much trouble. We're surprised, so I guess... that darkness actually might help us. Because I don't believe he will be able to shoot his magic into us then. Spectre's Charm. Any damage could break it. Tempted to hide in here. I was thinking about animate dead, but he's still a little bit far away. Just want to see. Oh, I actually have Featherfall Scrolls. I don't know if too much helps me here. Has dark vision. I'm trying to think of the most important thing I could do here. Aid, probably. I'm gonna do aid. So... Didn't give temporary hit points to anyone. Just shadow her? Okay, I don't even know why I did that. Okay. I believe he can't shoot into the darkness. Okay, so that turned out not to be as bad as I thought. Right, here comes the pain. Right, my druid's going to come out. I'm going to do a Flaming Sphere at 3rd level. I'm going to go straight into my wild form bear. Nice. Can't attack this turn, but we've got a summon up, which is obviously nice. That's a good strong turn. We've then got Lae'zel. Does she need to deal with that? Does she need to deal with that? Any damage can break it, or is it more important? They're level 4. No, my druid's going to have to tank that. Famous last words. Lae'zel has to deal with these because otherwise there's too many level 4s that can potentially do stuff to us. Alright, blindness is gone. I don't have tons of movement. I'm actually going to stay up here with her. Can she get a tripped attack off? Outside normal range. Okay, no, come down then. Try and get a little bit closer. Because if I can... Immune to prone, but that's decent damage. And then I'll keep her there. Shadowheart move up so we're not all bunched up.
On my way.
We're going to do Bless. Bang. Bang. So it doesn't say spell attack roll, so I'm just going to give that to Shadowheart. Then going to go Spiritual Weapon, 3rd level. We're getting this Spectator down immediately. I'm not playing games. So we've got more summons, so hopefully like he targets the summons and whatnot. Summons are great for that. Then 13 damage, very, very nice. Gale never bails. Is going to enlarge our Druid. And is then going to move here to try and block line of sight. It's then the Spectator's turn. Wish me luck. Okay, it's waking people up. Opportunity of attack, absolutely. Bam, 16. Ah, damn. Tried to... That's handy because actually... That's not handy. Right, so we lost the enlarge, but that's fine. We got at least a hit off, so...
What do I have?
Let's come do some damage. Bang, 14. Bang, that's 24 damage there. We might actually be able to take this down here. The problem comes if it wakes up too many. It's a big hit, but we don't mind that on my Druid. That's the nice thing about having a Druid. Lazel. Just looking at health. Let's go precision. Let's go trip, melee. Bang. Hey, how you doing, dude? Right, there we go. How much damage was that? Yeah, 32 damage. We might be able to do this here. Trip attack again. Bonus action. There we go, that's 23. Action surge. We can't allow this to stay. I'm doing precision again. We need to be able to hit here. That's almost superiority die, but at least then it pushes up our attack to 75%. Nice. 4 health left, and 1 more hit. Ah. Should be able to get rid of it though. Spiritual weapon is miles away. Sadly. It's the only problem with spiritual weapon. Its movement is lacking to say the least.
Need to act fast.
Right, Shadowheart. What's the best chance of killing this thing? I need 4 damage. Her mace actually might be the right... I'm trusting gun. Nice. Nice. Right, come over here so we're not all bunched up like a bunch of coconuts. If only you had fly. If their movement was a little bit... I think it doesn't help that my placement of like these summons is always terrible. I forgot about him down there. That's fine. Lazelle's going to jump over and absolutely block. Talking about people that can jump over. I'll take the free. Hi. Bye. Oh, he's just an enemy. Okay. Oh, I love the Druid. 21 damage. Can't heal, but it doesn't matter too much. Oh, they are focusing on my Druid. Like I said, I would always rather them focus on my Druid than anything else, though. He's got 20 health left. I'll jump down here with Lazel. I would push him off just for the lulz, but I want to make sure I get the loot. Loot is... Oh, it's only... I'm saying that I can't push him. Nice. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Don't think the summons will be able to finish this off, but actually, it went very well for us. Sacred Flame only 40%. I'll do the Guiding Bolt. 13 damage. Very, very nice. Gale. is paralysed. I'll just do a level 1 heal on Gale. There we go. Not that I think anything else is going to happen, but just to make sure we're all calm, cool as a cucumber. Right, and I'll move Shadow Heart out, actually. Just so he doesn't try and run anywhere. 10 damage. Nice. My Druid. Tell you what, the bat actually doesn't have bad movement. Just wish a little bit more.
Best be on my way.
It's the problem with like battles like this, where obviously everything's so far away, which is obviously what the game is going for. Nice. It's fine. My Druid can take that damage all day long. Action down.
My path be true.
Jump. Hi. Bye. Okay, we did that very, very well. That is awesome. No, we did that very well, so we are going to chuck. We have no more short rests.
Ready and willing.
Okay, I'll just take some potions, because actually we have got a lot of potions.
And well, in it.
And dismiss the summons. Dismiss.
No time to rest.
Right, so let's loot and scoot.
With haste.
What do we get for killing the Spectre? Spectre's Eyes. So we get Ray of Fear, which does... frightens your target. We get Wounding Ray, which is just a big necrotic damage thing. Ray of Fear. Frightens your target. Doesn't say there's a save. Problem is, who would we give it to? We'd probably give it to a Druid, in all honesty. Maybe Gale. I might give the Misty Step amulet to Lae'zel, so then she has another Misty Step she can use. Remind me what this armor is? 2 dexterity, 14. Meaning then Gale has that? Question mark? I guess so. When you use your Channel Oath, that's for a paladin and we don't have one, I'll send that back to camp. I'll keep that Susser greatsword on me just in case. Still got that book that we haven't looked into. Because I reckon it's that. Don't want to end the series. There's more nervousness than anything else that I haven't opened it. Okay, so that's cool. So another... Whoops, don't climb down that. Another bit cleared. I wasn't nervous, you were nervous. So if I hit you,
No time.
will you come out and attack me? Or... Okay, I'm just beating up. Okay, I didn't know if I could hit them and break them out, but obviously I need to use the potion.
Salutations.
Fireball
The
that.
advantage.
Thank you.
To do.
And then we collect our stuff. Oh, Thieves' Tool. Frayed Drow Hood. 2 gold. Some more loot. Yeah, that could be a very scary fight.
At the ready.
I feel like some fights you have to just... I mean, goes without saying I suppose, but you just have to, like, shut them down before they happen. But that does mean there's another big area that we're just clearing through. Currently our quest is to go kill Nier, which I'm a little bit nervous about. Would have liked an additional level up, but that's not going to happen for a while, so there isn't much use in talking about that. We all failed our survival check. Oh, there's a crystal there.
That'll fit in my pack.
Then Gale, come over here, firebolt that for me. Thank you very much. So kind, Gale. So
Despite
kind.
everything.
Okay, so we've got, let me guess, it's going to be traps all down here, which is lovely. Can I loot him first, please?
Trap.
Yeah.
Be cautious.
Can no longer be poisoned, could just do poison resist. Let me ungroup, let me drink poison resist. Can I then disarm it? 30? I need a Starion. Apparently I can get on this rock here, I don't know why. But it makes me just want to do it. I've got Featherfall, so I could just like jump past this if I wanted to. Which I think I'm going to do. How long does Featherfall work for? Go to items. I've only got 3 of them though. I've not got another Featherfall anywhere. And that's a bit annoying. Can you learn it? Need 50 gold. Need gold, my lord. Fair enough. Let's go to the beach then. Yeah, I need him to learn Featherfall. Featherfall was a spell that I never... Oh, I forgot to group everyone up. I never really, like, used. It's only, like, after you play the game a little bit that you're like, oh, all these ritual things are actually half decent. Right, group everyone up.
I'll catch a break.
Right, and then we've got all the other side of this to clear as well. And then we do have the boat to jump across on. Which is going to be hilarious fun. No, I want to go down. Sorry, everyone. So drink my energy drink. I'm back on energy drinks. It's not good.
At least things have stayed interesting.
My mind escapes me if there's anything too important left in the Underdark. Some bodies here I haven't looted. We've got enough spells where I feel like we can deal with most things. Got to wares. There's potentially lots of loot coming up. I'm tempted to go straight on the boat. Because I know there is another trader. All crooked wand of fireballs. Problem is there's no range on it, which is crazy, but that's obviously what took them all out, was that fireball. Cool, it's a good weapon. I'll go chuck that on Gale, just for the time being. And then, did I loot him? It's always a good sign if I've been here. No. Short Sword of First Blood deals an additional 1 to 8 piercing damage to the target, to targets that still have all their hit points. Okay, so the 4 to 16 doesn't really tell me everything then, does it? Because then it's a 2 to... Oh, no, it is. It hasn't added the conditional damage. No, yes, it has. 1d6, so it's 12. 14. So it's a 3 to 14 weapon. How's it's got 416 damage? No, because I'm reading 2d6. I'm actually blind. 1d6, 3, so it's a 3... No. Yeah. It's a 3 to 8 damage. Jesus, I had a streak trying to do that. Yeah, 3 to 8 damage. It's not actually that good. Potentially on Gale it could do... it's not on Gale.
Anything of use?
On Will, like... Problem is, you'd want it to do a lot more. But I do like weapons like that, where obviously you can do shenanigans. I have no idea what's around here, so obviously I'm just being as cautious as possible.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Can't remember a lot of this area. Like, I don't think there's anything of like importance. We will come back up here. I just want to do this. Like I said, with this on a playthrough, we are trying to do 100%, and when I say 100%, obviously everything in our power. 100%. Have I been up here? I must have, because I've looted you. Yeah. Just when I see missed loot, I'm always curious. Oh, that... Okay, that's into their camp. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Alright, so let's come down here. And we'll continue through the mushrooms. So, we're moving on to killing Nier. We're moving on to killing the hag. The hag would be nice because it would be able to up our constitution, I imagine. I might need to redo my druid spec. I mean, if I was really mid-maxing and playing properly, I probably wouldn't give it to my druid whatsoever. But it's my druid. I mean, if I was playing properly, I wouldn't accept the hag's thing at all, so... I need to make sure I'm looking what's coming up. Just in case anything. Camp supplies.
These creatures did battle with Dwergar.
Okay. I could jump over here and up there, but why would I want to do that? I hate when I have jumping options because I'm always like, why have I got them options? Well, I should just scout forward and then it's like no problem whatsoever, but you know me by now, party people. I don't know why I'm turning these off. Well, I hope they fought. Oh, also I've hold less shift and I can see that should just be their camp though, shouldn't it? Yeah, that's just their camp. Okay. No need to be nervous, we've already made friends. We are Guardian Leviosa, I don't know, I can't remember what they called us. Okay, cool, so we're actually back to the start. So, we've pretty much done everything then. Apart from down here. Saying that, there's still a bit by the beach apparently. Unless there's another way to get to the... So how do I... is it this one or the other one? The other one. So go back up there. Oh, go this way. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I've got 6 of these worms. Like, am I using these worms this playthrough? I don't know. Is there a penalty for not? Splattered diary. A badly charred diary with property of Welburn, written on the inside cover. In one of the few legible entries, the author wonders if he'll ever see his friend Barkus again, now that he's departed for the surface world. Isn't that the gnome on the windmill, question mark? Was his name... A is for another gods. Just some poem. Or the approachable east. Oh, we've just picked it up and looked at it. Brilliant. Let it be known that Saluba should be avoided at all costs. It is clearly home to industrial sort of fellow, the sort that is quick to dismiss Okay, thankfully these pirates set upon another of buccaneers who are more than happy to take a scribe on board. I was excited to document the voyage, and we head into the Frebla, the gateway to the east. The road leads straight to... Okay. Doesn't tell me too much, I'm going to be honest. Okay, so that takes us down there, so we'll do the beach side first before we go up. What's that noise? Oh, that's climbing. Oh my god, that made me jump. I was like, what is that?
That's curious.
Oh, nice. No, there's nothing too sexy in these, but I say that now, it'll pop up like the best item in the game. No. Some more arrows is always handy. Add to wares. Whoops, I forgot to loot the rest. I'm tempted to ditch Gale for Astarion. So like I said, I want this playthrough to be fairly fluid, where we keep chopping and changing, having a look at everyone and enjoying everyone. And I want to try and do everyone's everyone's story, like I said, as much as we can. Like if we fail a dice roll and can't do anything, that, to me that's still 100% because we're trying to... Like we're engaging with the game. So... Oh. God damn. Do you want a magical item?
That is most gratifying to hear. May I?
No. No, what do I want to give him? Don't want to give him anything. Short sword of the first blood. The problem is there's a lot of these we can do shenanigans with. Looking through, like, I don't want to give him anything. I'll give you that. That's useless. Yeah, I'll give you that. I haven't clicked on anything else, have I? Yeah, just that. That's useless. Yeah, you're only having one.
Thank you. That hit the spot.
I hope so.
I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
You're looking quite dapper, I have to say. I'm glad you're feeling better. Your condition sounds unpleasant, to say the least.
Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Don't mention it, I'm glad I could help.
My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Oh. Okay, Gale. You can stay in the group for a little bit longer. You've charmed me. Alright, let's go up this way.
The wall is riddled with holes. A suffocating stench of long rotten meat wafts out.
Survival? Get +3 for wisdom. Nice. I've never engaged with these before. I didn't realise you could.
You recognize the odor. The foul scent of carrion crawlers. Centipede-like aberrations that feast on the dead. At one time, these caverns must have been their banquet hall. The creatures are either long gone or waiting patiently in the darkness.
Oh god. I'm gonna reach into one of the holes. I'm a druid, I would.
The passage narrows and bends, becoming impassable before you're even elbow deep. The wall is riddled with
Okay.
holes.
Can I reach into another hole?
Empty. About.
The wall is riddled with holes.
Sorry.
Nothing but rocks. There's nothing left.
Oh. Disappointing. I wanted all the loot. Gale, are you joining us? A G on draft, just so I can blow these up. Well, just move these. Firebolt.
My pleasure.
Right, then we come up the other side of all them gases and whatnot that we didn't want to deal with. Well, that had the 30
Still alive. So that's
trap disarm.
progress. Something's burrowed in there. Something big.
Borrowed where? Borrowed where? Borrowed where? Oh. So I can go up there, spiders, a chest. Okay, I guess I'm going up.
Very well.
Oh, borrowed there. Oh, it's probably that creature we fought before, okay. One that kept like burrowing under the ground and knocking us over. Rude if you ask me.
I'll take that.
And lots of resources, which is obviously beautiful. Nice.
No one stop me yet.
Let's get my loot, baby. Lots of stuff.
Come on, open up.
Yeah, the locks are starting to get difficult. Oh, but not too difficult. The problem is how I want to build.
Empty boxes and spider webs. Guess Loth's cultists haven't been back here in a while.
1+ to stealth, which another basilisk oil, creased page, encumbered. Dark Mother, Weaver of Destiny, offer us a blessing to slay your foes. May they be strangled by the thread of fate and dyed red in your image. Well, if that's not negative, I don't know what is. Send that to camp. Right, I'm just going to send all this over to Lae'zel. Sorry, Lae'zel, you are literally my hauling monkey. And I say that with love. I say that with love. Because I'm scared you might cut my head off. Right, should we go looting?
Me? What's hiding here?
Loot, loot, loot. I like loot. From a lengthy speech. Gale is inspired.
How much further can I go?
Just seeing how far away we were from a level up, we're still quite far away. Right, up the stones we go. Actually, I will read the speech. Like, we've gone this far, like, reading most things. Why am I, like, suddenly, like... It's because I want some action. Praise be to Lorth, mother of all drows. Her web binds us body and soul, and strangles the unworthy before they can draw breath. Those who stand before me have proven their worth. You shall educate all new converts, to Loth's laws using any means necessary. Many of them fear the goddess as they should, but their faith is not yet true. Their minds are simple and should be treated accordingly. They must follow the order of every priestess like the scarred decree. They must never cover their eyes and insult Loreth's gift. They must honour the house that raised them from their pathetic treasonous origins, but they must keep our secret upon pain of death, to ensure that death is public. What secret? What secret? Tell me, game, tell me. Give me some secrets. Just want a little bit of secrets, 1 or 2 secrets, please. I think that just leads us back up to Poison Alley. So then we go back down, and this takes us to the bottom of the tower where we need to go to then be in the next zone. Yeah. Okay, so I wouldn't mind... Ow, ow, that made me jump, that made me jump, that made me jump.
Made no mention of this. Nothing happened, as I expected.
God, that jumped. That really made me jump and like poo myself just a tad, just a smidge.
Half this drow's body is crushed. It must have fallen from pretty high up.
Hidebound a journal. I want to read it. One favour, one faithful servant, that is all I summoned, no more, no less than the malice blur. The Yoklo was quite a sight in all its forms. I'd read of its foul odour, but I found it intoxicating, like rose water. So it smashed a few artefacts, hissed at a master. The archmage should have revered me for such a conjuring. Instead, he threatened to curse me to make me a Drider. Yet my time will come. Soon I will return to Baldur. Okay. Gold, trap disarm tool.
I think I found something.
Why did it disappear? So I believe this just takes me to the back end of the hag. So I wouldn't actually mind start tackling this zone in here, in all honesty. It's either that. Problem is I would like the level up before we go on the boats. Problem is we are miles away from level 6, so maybe I'm being a bit too optimistic.
Scorched ground. Better watch out.
So on tactician mode, these weren't actually too much of a problem. And I just destroyed them. Am I doing the same? I guess so. I'll just break line of sight. So exit that, group up, we'll just break line of sight and we'll be fine. Right, come around here, come around here. Right, G. Tactician mode.
I wonder what the next move is.
Because the way you do this is go get them leaves that block magical things, but I am very lazy.
Never a dull moment.
So remind me what sturdy is. Only hits that deal at least 10 damage can damage it. It's got resistance to slashing, but not bludgeoning.
You have my attention.
Let's move. What's next?
Skip one full turn.
Nearest library.
Can that hit my back, can it? Right.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
So then I can bonus action here. Big old bear. Oi. Don't say I can't attack it. Not enough movement. You're scamming me, game.
My faith protects me. Assume nothing.
That was a scam. That was an absolute scam.
All right. What now?
Damn. Okay.
Elminster's not around.
Oh, I really don't want to have to do it the painful way. Is it 10 or more? Does magic missile at this level do 10 damage? It can. No, because it'll be separate, won't it? I just wanted to literally clear the floor. I'll try magic missile just because I'm a fool.
All that ends.
I'm definitely a
Not as
fool.
bad as it could have.
So let's move over here just to break line of sight with that, just so I'm not getting like pounded for the sake of it. I just wanted to take like this one and that one out, just so I could loot all around here happily, just to see what it's there, then go deal with a hag.
Get on with it.
Spiritual weapon, level 3. We're gonna long rest after this anyway. So I can still hit it here, I just have to do more than 10 damage.
Quick.
Like that. Because it's not an enemy. Nice! All done.
Eager for battle.
Lae'zel, Misty Step. Get as much movement as possible.
Objective noted.
Didn't see if there was another one. I think that's only 2 outside. Alright, we're all blocked by line of sight. Go take this one out. I haven't got precision or anything, that's a bit annoying.
To battle.
Come on. Turn. Try and shoot it. Nope.
It's ripe with magic.
Skip your turn. I don't think my bear's going to be able to get all the way up there. Oh, it might. Yep.
I have to lose.
Damn. Oh yeah, because it's slashing, so it's sort of reduced a little bit as well, which is obviously
A long way to go
not
still.
great. Can I get to a point where I can cast this? No. Move up, but I'm pretty sure Lae'zel will destroy
There
it.
we go.
Yeah, spiritual weapons miles away, sadly. Pew pew. God. This is the painful way to do this. I should have just picked up the item. It's just I can't be bothered. It's like most of my gameplay. Yeah, easy. Hexa.
Can't give up.
Right, there we go. We'll probably need to go grab one for when we go inside. When we go inside, there's a lot more. We can jump around it. But, like I said, I did want to just loot. And then we can camp here.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
And that's a nice place to just... grab that. A letter. I don't know if you're coming back, if you'll ever... I don't know if you're coming back, if you'll even read this message, but if you do come back, could you wait for me? I'll only be gone a few 10 days, but the thought of coming back to this empty tower with nothing but Bernard to fill these halls, I don't know how much longer I can take this. I miss you so much. I can't shake the thought of how different things might have been if only I'd been less stubborn, working on your lightning inventions, my magic. Eating together, laughing at your stupid puns, waking up next to you, despite everything I still love you. So please, if you read this, can you wait? I'll be back. I won't be long. Forever yours. A few sentences were penned below in a different hand. I waited until task calm. I'll always wait for you, but you didn't come. Interesting.
Right tool will do the trick.
15. The thing is, having a Starian for this is just too easy. I know we don't have him, but you know what I mean. Skybreaker? Wow, look at that. Pretty amazing. Silver Ignorance, thank you. Actually get a bit of coinage going. So I wonder what happened with this tower. It's obviously defences while they're gone, question mark.
That's curious.
I don't think there's anything else we want to like buy at the minute, but it's very handy. Our cash stack is actually semi-starting to build. Be it as it may, it's going to be through trades or selling stuff, but still. Auntie Ethel must go down. And we're at the point where we've nearly completed like the first bit. We've literally got, like, for main quests, we've got to kill all the... I just want to call them dwarfs. Dwyer? Or them, and cross the boat. We've got the forge to deal with. That's going to be fun. Not looking forward to that. That could be a death. That's going to be very stressful. And the hag. So, and then we will go into Lae'zel's quest and carry on. So we haven't long rested in a while, so we are going to swap out and do that. And we are going to swap out. Are they my pajamas? I suppose they're quite druidy, aren't they? Howson, I would like to swap and change. Let me get my sticky notes up on my other monitor. There we go. And do I want to ditch Lae'zel? I do like Lae'zel. We could ditch Gale. Let's ditch Gale for Astarion, because we haven't actually had Astarion in the crew yet. The problem with Astarion is we're only level 5. And I am just going to go straight into Ranger with him. Will, I just can't crack a will build.
What's on your mind?
Or a Warlock build, to be more
question the
precise.
wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
I'm going to come in with a hot take. A very hot take. Which probably says more about my skill than anything else. Wizards and sorcerers, I can't do on a mode. They're just too weak. And that's a hot take. And like I said, it's always a case of how I play and whatnot. I am very lazy how I play. I'm very aggressive when I don't need to be, or overly aggressive.
I've known people who are hungry for power, but Gale takes it a bit too literally for my liking. I wonder how he does it. Why he does it. I'm sure all will be revealed in time, but I don't like it. A waste of perfectly good treasure.
Here, here. I need you in my party. Will you travel with us?
Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Awesome. Welcome to the party. The first outing with Astarion. I don't believe... No, we haven't even spec'd him yet. So, come up here and talk to our Withers, my boy. Withers in good company. This is quite a cheery hill, I have to say.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Can you help me change my class?
As thou desire.
So. Early levels, I'm actually not a fan of Rogue. I'm not saying Rogue isn't good, Rogue is very good. I'm not a fan. So, we're going to dip into Ranger. So, favoured enemy, I don't think any of this really matters in all honesty. Get familiar. Well, I mean, you go, which one do you go with? Because you could go Night Ranger and then you get... No, which is the one where you get, like, heavy armour? Or am I just, like... Ranger Knight? I believe, like, Ranger Knight you get better armour later down the line? Question mark? But we're going to go Bounty Hunter. We're then going to go... Probably just be boring. Wasteland Fire. You can cast without expending a spell slot. Oh, we'll do that then. Because then we can do that and then hopefully get one of like the bird up. If it gives me that, so I can blind enemies and it's another thing on the board. Like a summon a creature or whatnot, which is obviously handy. 16 because you always want them on even numbers, not odd numbers, because the even doesn't ever give you anything. Constitution 14, we're not dumping intelligence, and we are dumping charisma. 14, I believe that's the best way to do it. I've got 1 point spare. How have I got 1 point spare? 8, 16, 14. Have I just done my maths like really wrong doing this build? Sorry, I planned this build out and then for some reason the numbers haven't worked. So I guess I'll push strength to 9? Don't really know what I've done here. But clear, let me do this again. Dump strength. $14. 14, yeah, 1 spare for some reason. I'll just bump strength up then, it doesn't really matter. Change this, so... Not nature, athletics. Confirm. It's bothered me a little bit now. And confirm. Then we get some fun levels up, and I do like leveling up on this game. Where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? We are going the whole 5 levels into Ranger. So we're going to go Fog Cloud, The other one doesn't really matter. I'll do Hunter's Mark.